allotment. This was on July 22nd against Notre Dame.
Do you think that's going to be a competitive game, A&M and Alabama?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I like, they did it last year, so it doesn't make me think they can do it again. But if A&M truly is better, and if they do have, they won last year with Zach Calzada, like giving absolutely every bit of juice he had into that game. If they have good quarterback play, I think so. But again, that's what we keep saying. We don't know. We don't know. And it feels to me a little bit, because if you look at the talent that A&M had on last year's team, had you had the quarterback play that they wanted, then that might be a different discussion about Jimbo's spot right now. But Zach Calzada being the quarterback, and he is average. He's got a great arm, but he's an average quarterback. I think that's – but now a lot of those guys are gone. They have this number one recruiting class in, but nobody relies on freshmen. I mean, there might be a couple who – make an impact, Nolan and Stewart, but
and the guy you keep referring to is now at Auburn. So
yeah, exactly. So Calzada's average. So
A&M.
who's the guy? Who's it going to be? And he's going to be really that effective? You know, we'll see. I mean, I think they've got some talent back there, and I trust that Jimbo can coach up anybody.
By no means do I think that this is like do I ask that question because I think like A&M is going to stink or anything like that. I wonder how they're just getting a lot of hype. They're getting a lot of hype. I mean, top 10 preseason ranking with no quarterback named. They're that good. Like, I don't know, man. I think they're going to be good, but tell me who the quarterback is before I put them top freaking 10. I don't care how they've recruited.
They were what last year, 8-4?
That's what they are every year.
Well, no, and that's been kind of their MO with struggles at quarterback and then the injury early, and they went 8-4, but they had the win against Alabama. That's almost like a win and a half or two. And it's been quiet about their quarterback competition. Very quiet.
Yeah, it's not top of mind, I don't think, for like most of college football. And a lot of people may not even realize they're having a quarterback competition because they're just throwing them in the top 10 and or they know there is one and they just don't really care. But yeah, I mean, I think that first game of the year for them against Sam Houston, I'm not saying at all that'll be an upset, but Sam Houston, you talk about like a way to start off and just like get a little feisty right out of the gates. Sam Houston's going to be fun just as far as a feisty week one, like, all right, let's get dirty and let's play some football. And then you got Miami a couple weeks. You got App State. You got Sam Houston, App State, Miami for your non-con. I mean,
and some of those road games, top 10 teams in the coaches poll that we discussed earlier in the week. How many of these guys have quarterback issues? Alabama.
Nope.
No. Ohio State.
No. Nope.
Georgia.
Nope.
No.
Clemson.
Yep.
Yeah, they do. I mean,
well, their options are a good thing. Right?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, it's going to be one of a couple of guys. I mean, you do two at A&M. You know it's going to be one of certain guys. But, yeah, Clemson, yes and no, I guess, yeah.
Notre Dame.
Who is Notre Dame starting quarterback right now?
I mean, their quarterback that last year's gone. So
Michigan.
No.
Why am I blanking on that?
A&M, yes. Utah.
No.
Cam Rising. Oklahoma.
Okay, Notre Dame's in a battle right now. Yeah, Tyler Buckner and Drew Pine. I was like, what in the world? Yeah.
Okay, so Alabama, no. Ohio State, no. Georgia, they feel good because
they got the future proprietor of Stetson Bennett Life Insurance.
This might be a controversial segment here. Georgia's going to be really stinking good, man, but I was not like thrilled with their offense last year by any means. I'm not just on the like they're just going to not skip a beat. You know, offense is going to be great. I think of course they've got great talent, but I mean that defense was so freaking special. I think it covered up like how kind of not incredible the offense was.
So let's say the defense is not quite incredible, but the offense is slightly better.
They'll be a really stinking good team because that defense was so good that even if you knock it down a notch.
Do they have a quarterback issue?
No.
I'm not talking offense. I'm talking about quarterback play. And again, the young man will never have to buy his own beer.
No.
All right. So Notre Dame 5, the quarterback competition. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Michigan 6. They have. He's back.
They've got both their guys back.
They rotated last year quite a bit. A&M 7. We don't know. Utah, Cam Rising. Oklahoma, Dylan Gabriel, to be determined, although he seems to have, obviously pretty good player. And
that's
then
not
Baylor,
to be determined. He's a starting quarterback, yeah.
But is that an issue? Do we know?
No.
And Baylor was shaping with 2.5 starts. We like what we saw. Most people do, but that's still kind of a question mark.
Well, that's fair.
I don't think anyone's worried about it, but that
No, it's enough of a question mark. So yeah, I mean, if like your point being that A&M is what half of the top 10 have quarterback competitions going on right now. So let's see.
It's up in the air. Notre Dame, Michigan. No, Notre Dame, possibly Clemson.
I mean, yeah, no. Again,
I still think Clemson is. I think they're fine with second year experience. Offensive line has to be better. So let's say again, Notre Dame competition, A&M competition, and that's it.
I mean, Michigan's got a quarterback competition. Michigan's got two guys.
But it's a good problem because of how they handled it last year.
Well, I guess that maybe is the way it's being viewed with A&M, even though they're, I guess. So, yeah, I mean, to your point, they're not the only one in the top 10 that has a quarterback issue. And so, to my point, I guess people just assume that regardless of who that is, they're so stacked elsewhere that it doesn't really matter. They're top 7 in the country, which I'm not necessarily on board with. That's just where I started
Michigan's
with this.
quarterback issues, if you want to say, because they didn't have a starter, won the Big Ten last year with the way they rotated with Harbaugh's decision to do that, and they both played very well when they were in the position that they were put in. All right, it's 4:10. When